दिल्ली के सीएम का नाम
अपने पास पेपर आता है
क्या
जो पार्टिसिपेंट है, पेपर भेजता है अपने पास।
वो ऑनलाइन ही प्रेजेंट करता है बस, या स्लाइड से भी कर सकता है, वैसे भी कर सकता है।
देखो टेक्निकली बताऊं एक चीज, टेक्निकली मतलब वी शुड गेट द पेपर्स, हमारे पास पेपर आना चाहिए, बट एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आ गया हुआ है तो वो थोड़ा वही मान लेते हैं उसको, ठीक है, बट टेक्निकली तो हमें चाहिए यहाँ पे।
एक तो ना
फिर इसकी प्रोसीडिंग में नहीं चाहिए होती मैडम हमें पेपर।
पेपर प्रोसीडिंग
वो
में
खोलना
चाहिए
Google
होते हैं
Meet,
जब
यहाँ
हम
से
उसकी
अब
किताब
edit
छापते, जैसे वो वाली छापी
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ,
तो उसके लिए पेपर चाहिए होंगे, वो फिर वो पेपर
वो तो selected होंगी।
हाँ, वो कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रोसीडिंग में, अदरवाइज जो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट भेजेंगे वो उन सभी एब्स्ट्रैक्ट
देखना, मैंने आपको व्हाट्सएप किया है YouTube
अपने
का लिंक।
रिकॉर्ड में,
मैं
वो तो
दूसरी
रखना
आईडी
पड़ता है।
खोल रहा हूँ यार इसमें।
ये कौन आ गया?
इनका काम यार ये रहा।
देखना, रिमूव कर दो इसको तो।
मैं रहने दे क्यों रूम पता नहीं
मित्र
कौन
साहब आ रहे हैं,
कहाँ है वो?
ये बैठे
मित्तल, अच्छा 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 अच्छा।
राजकुमार।
शेड्यूल में वैलिडिक्टरी लिखा हुआ है कहीं पे?
लिखा हुआ है,
चश्मा लगा के पढ़ूंगी अगली बार।
देखना
देखो प्लानरी सेक्शन।
मैडम कैसे हैं आप? बढ़िया।
हेलो। तेरे को ज्यादा ठंड लग रही थी कल?
हेलो,
टिश्यू डाले हुए हैं, नोट की पोछे जा रही हूँ, इतना नाक चल रहा है।
आगे आ चुके हैं। हाँ जी,
किसे किया?
कितने लगेंगे?
प्रोफेसर
हमारा कोई नहीं आएगा।
एक सेकंड मैं चेक करता हूँ।
सही बात है। और बता भाई।
बस ठीक है, गुजर रही है।
प्रोफेसर तो आ गए, प्रहलाद नहीं आए जी कोई।
मैं भी यही सोच रही थी, मेरे को जब बस में
ये आप बड़ा खुल रखा है इसमें।
और AH ना, वो नहीं आए जी।
विशाल भाई बधाई हो।
मैं उसके बाद कट करती हूँ।
मैं वेट कर रहा था, मैं वेट कर रहा था आप।
अच्छा मतलब हमें तो बताया नहीं, इतनी देर से हम यहाँ बैठे हैं।
Exactly.
हाँ, और उसने बधाई दे दी, वो बधाई दे रही है, हद कर दी। एक बर्फी खा लेते चल, एक गुलाब जामुन यहाँ से नहीं खाना।
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ चाय पियोगे?
चाय पियेंगे बिल्कुल भी। अब तक चाय के साथ चला देगा वो, तू ना
खाली
बोल।
चाय के साथ
खाली चाय पे डलाएगा।
मैं कह रहा हूँ चाय के साथ।
चाय तो हमारी वैसे भी आ जाएगी, तू अपनी था।
Very good afternoon. Very soon we will start valedictory address session. हमारे टेक्निकल सेशंस ओवर हो चुके हैं, पार्टिसिपेंट्स ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, तो बहुत ही जल्दी हम वैलिडिक्टरी सेशन आरंभ करने वाले हैं। मेरी रिक्वेस्ट सभी पार्टिसिपेंट से गूगल मीट जल्दी से जल्दी ज्वाइन करें।
कितना होगा इसमें? अभी बोलिए। तो ये बार-बार हो रहा है ना। साइड में थोड़ा बस जब एक हटेगा ना एकदम मेक योर वीडियो फुल स्क्रीन कर दी। इस पे कुछ और से तो मेक
हमारे 18 टेक्निकल सेशंस में मैक्सिमम सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने अपने रिसर्च पेपर प्रेजेंट किए हैं।
छोड़ दे।
Principal sir, may we start the valedictory session?
Sure, madam, please.
Thank you, sir. Very good afternoon to all. Now we move towards the valedictory session. It is our honor to have Professor Dr. Rajkumar Mittal, former Vice Chancellor, Chaudhry Bansilal University, Bhiwani, member UGC, Professor Guru Gobind Singh, Indraprastha University, as a chief guest with us. We have respected guest of honor, Professor Dr. Prahlad Kumar, former Dean, Department of Commerce, University of Allahabad, Prayagraj. Respected Principal, Professor Dr. Sanjay Goel, Head Department of Economics, Dr. Suraj Walia, member of organizing team, all the participants from all over India, and dear students. I, Dr. Ritu Kanwalia, co-convener of the seminar, once again welcome you all in valedictory session of one-day interdisciplinary national seminar on the theme Viksit Bharat at 2047 Challenges, Opportunities and Roadmap under the aegis of Director General Higher Education, Haryana. I request our worthy principal, sir, for his formal welcome as well as introduce our chief guests of the valedictory session.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Professor R.K. Mittal, Professor of Economics, Guru Gobind Singh, Indraprastha University, New Delhi. Professor Prahlad Kumar from Allahabad University. Convener of the seminar, Dr. Suraj Walia. Co-convener, Dr. Ritu Kang. Esteemed guests, members of the organizing team, my colleagues, faculty members, participants, and dear students. I extend a hearty welcome to valedictory session of the seminar. I hope the participants have had a very fruitful day of deliberations on a very important theme of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Before we move ahead, it is my pious duty and privilege to introduce to all our participants our eminent guest, chief guest, Professor R.K. Mittal, and the guest of honor, Professor Prahlad Kumar. Professor R.K. Mittal is presently honorable member of University Grants Commission, along with his assignment as Professor of Economics in School of Business, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. He has been Vice Chancellor of Chaudhary Bansilal University, Bhiwani for 2 terms, that is from January 2018 to December 2024. During this tenure, Dr. R.K. Mittal has also held the responsibility of Vice Chancellor of Maharishi Valmiki Sanskrit University, Mundri at Kathal, and from 2008 to 2013, he has worked as Vice Chancellor of Tirthankar Mahavir University, Moradabad. Dr. Mittal has been professor in the university with effect from September 2004, and he has total experience of 19 years as professor. He has held the positions of Director Development and Coordinator NAC and UGC from 2014 to 2018 in GGSI University, New Delhi. He has been Dean, University School of Management Studies from 2005 to 8 and University School of Education from 2005 to 2007. His total teaching and research and administrative experience is of more than 35 years, and he has 120 research publications to his credit and has supervised 21 research scholars, out of which 18 have been awarded PhD degree, and he has guided more than 150 MBA students for their major research projects. Dr. Mittal has delivered more than 100 invited talks as keynote or inaugural or speaker or invited talks, and he has been honored with Best Teacher Award by GGS IPU Delhi in 2002. Dr. Mittal has organized more than 50 major conferences, and he has visited Stevens Institute of Technology, Hoboken, New Jersey, USA, Graduate School of System Design and Management, Kyoto University, Japan, Tribhuvan University, Nepal, and UIU, Dhaka in Bangladesh. He has completed 4 major research projects, and he has been promoting the idea of Swadeshi and Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-employment and entrepreneurship, and implementation of NEP 2020 he has been contributing to. Our guest of honor, Professor Prahlad Kumar, he is doctorate in economics from University of Allahabad, and he is a former dean, Faculty of Commerce, former head of Department of Economics in University of Allahabad, that is Prayagraj. He has been member of the Executive Council and Academic Council of the University. He is a former coordinator of UGC SAP 3 DRS 3 program and was the in charge of the planning and development unit of the department. His areas of interest are human resource development, quantitative techniques, including statistics, gender studies, social sector problems and policies. He has been General Secretary of the Bharatiya Arthik Shodh Sansthan, that is Indian Institute of Economic Research, founded by the eminent philosopher and logician economist Professor J.K. Mehta. He has also been invited to present a paper at Aalborg University, Denmark, WDA Forum, Geneva. He was a visiting fellow as an associate at the Indian Institute of Advanced Studies, Shimla, twice. He was also awarded the Academic Exchange Fellowship by the Association of Commonwealth Universities, London, during which he visited and delivered lectures at many universities and institutions in Malaysia and Singapore. Professor Prahlad Kumar has published 4 books, 2 monographs, and contributed articles in about 20 books and more than 100 research papers. He has an experience of about 44 years of teaching and research. 15 scholars have so far obtained doctoral degree under his supervision. He is actively associated with and is life member of professional organizations and associations. He has the distinctions of organizing more than 10 international and national seminars, symposium, workshop, etc. Dear Sir, Dr. Rajkumar Mittal and Professor Prahlad Kumarji, we are very happy to have you in our valedictory session, and your presence is really inspiring for us, for our participants, and we hope with your insights we will be gaining as much as we can. I welcome you on my personal behalf and on behalf of the RKSD family, the organizing team, and all my colleagues. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for warm welcome and for introducing dynamic personalities amongst us. Now I request Dr. Suraj Walia, Head Department of Economics and convener of the seminar, to present seminar report.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Very good afternoon to one and all. Respected Professor Rajkumar Mittal, the chief guest of the valedictory session. Professor Prahlad Kumar, guest of honor. Respected Principal Professor Sanjay Goel, organizing team, participants. So it's my proud privilege to share the seminar report in front of you. The inaugural session of the seminar was started with the blessings of Ma Saraswati through lamp lighting. Dr. Ritu Kang, co-convener of the seminar, welcomed the participants from all over the India. Professor Dr. Sanjay Goel, principal of the college, welcomed our chief guest, Professor M.M. Goel, and keynote speaker, Professor Manmohan Krishna. Professor M.M. Goel was invited as a chief guest of the national seminar, and the Professor Manmohan Krishna, Professor Department of Economics, University of Allahabad, was invited as a keynote speaker for the inaugural session. Principal Professor Goel highlighted that to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat, we have to work in a collaborative manner at all the levels. Dr. Suraj Walia, convener of the seminar, introduced the theme of the seminar. In his keynote address, Professor Manmohan Krishna pointed out that one theory does not fit for all, and he has highlighted the importance of India's demography in achieving a vision of Viksit Bharat. Our chief guest of the seminar, Professor M.M. Goel, criticizes the Western models of growth and highlighted the neonomics approach to solve the problems of Indian economy and to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat. Respected sir, I want to share with you that Department of Economics has also released a special issue of Economy India magazine dedicated to the national seminar under the able guidance of Principal Professor Sanjay Goel. The inaugural session was ended with a vote of thanks by Dr. Ritu Wali. Second session was plenary session. In the plenary session, 3 invited speakers have shared their insights on the different dimensions of Viksit Bharat. The first speaker was Professor Dr. Ritu Narang. Professor Narang is a professor in the Department of Business Administration, University of Lucknow. Professor Narang has highlighted the multiple dimension, economic, social, political, to achieve the target of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Professor Narang has also highlighted the various provisions that is made by the government in the Union Budget 2025-26. The second speaker was Dr. Ashwini. Dr. Ashwini is presently the chairperson, Department of Economics, Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar. Dr. Ashwini in his presentation highlighted the income and development status of India. He has made HDI comparison with other countries. He has also discussed the status of education, the status of health, and the various issues and challenges associated with it. And he has also highlighted the strategies how we can achieve the target of Viksit Bharat by the 2047. The third speaker was Professor Dr. Suman Kumar from the Department of Political Science, University of Delhi. Professor Suman Kumar has highlighted the role of youth in the Viksit Bharat. Dr. Suman Kumar has highlighted the demography dividend and the importance of youth to achieving the goal of Viksit Bharat. So this was the plenary session, and the plenary session was ended by giving the thanks by the Dr. Naresh Kumar. After that, there were 18 parallel sessions in which 260 participants from Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Delhi, Chandigarh, Gujarat, Rajasthan have presented their papers in the various 18 technical sessions. So this is the report of the seminar. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now it's my pleasure to invite Professor Dr. Rajkumar Mittalji to deliver the valedictory address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, respected principal of this college and my friend, Professor Sanjay Goel ji, the guest of honor and eminent economist, Professor Prahlad Kumar ji from Allahabad University, the eminent participants, scholars who are attending this seminar, and the HOD, head of the department of this economics department, Dr. Suraj Walia ji. I am very happy that a well-designed one-day seminar has been organized on Viksit Bharat by 2047. That is when India will be having 100 years of its independence. And what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, and what is the way forward to make India a developed nation. That broadly is the theme, and I'm very happy that more than 260 participants in 18 sessions this seminar has been conducted, and I am very sure that very useful ideas might have come which will help in formulating the policies and also sensitizing what as an individual we can contribute to make India a great nation. Now, coming to this broad theme, Viksit Bharat, which is to make India a developed nation, it means developing India socially, culturally, economically, technologically, and other dimensions, so that it provides a decent standard of living to its citizen and also play a useful role in the world community. So the concept of Viksit Bharat has many dimensions. One is that how India is a economic power. Presently, our GDP is roughly slightly less than $4 trillion, or you can say $4 trillion, out of the total world GDP of $110 trillion. And our rank is fifth. We are fifth largest economy. And the goal is by $4 trillion, or you can say $4 trillion. And the goal is that by out of the total world GDP of some problem is there. I think by 2027, by 2027, we will be the third largest economy. So that is one. But if we look at the per capita income of India, it is around $2,400. And if we look at the how World Bank define the countries, classify the country, then we find that India comes into the category of lower middle income countries, which ranges from 1,146 to 4,515. So if we have to be a developed nation, at least we have to increase this GDP number 5 times, at least more than 5 times. And the target is to make it $30 trillion economy by 2047. So this is one dimension of the problem. Then we talk about that growth should be inclusive. One of the major problems today world faces is after globalization that the benefit of growth has not percolated equally or has not benefited to the poorest of the poor section of society, and there is unequal distribution of income and wealth at the top level. And we all know the statistics. The top 8 companies of the world, they contribute 50% of the world GDP. And even if we look at the India, then we find the top 1% of the people, they contribute 20% of GDP and maybe around 40% of the total wealth. So at all levels, inequalities are there. So when we conceptualize the concept of Viksit Bharat, that means growth with justice, or we call it inclusive growth, which takes care of the all section of society. So this is one broader view of the Viksit Bharat. It also means that we don't have the people living below the poverty line, or we banish poverty at all levels. Still, the latest, it is a sort of achievement as well. A Niti Aayog report says that at present by 22-23, still we have around 11.28% of the people living below poverty line. So still we can say a large section of people, maybe 20 crore or 15 crore, they still live below the poverty line. And how to banish this poverty? This is a challenge. The third, so a Viksit Bharat where there is no poverty. Third, the present problem, if you ask anyone, the biggest problem is unemployment. On the one hand, all talk about the youth force, which is 20% of the world youth. And this is a big number. And 37 crore number in India, more than the population of any other country. And India enjoys a, you can say, population dividend type of situation. How to productively utilize them? We need jobs almost 1 crore per year, but we are not able to create many jobs. So how to create jobs to gainfully employ or utilize this youth force? That is the challenge. And the challenge is that how to shift that sizable people's mind, youth mind, from mentality of getting a job seeker, to job provider, that is entrepreneurial mindset, or they are skilled so that they start their own venture, that is in self-employment. So this is a challenge before us. Opportunity as well, as that this is the largest work age population in India. In other countries like Japan, South Korea, UK, the population is aging and the total fertility rate, TFR, that has started declining. Even it is not at the replacement level, and therefore all these countries are worrying. But India enjoys a benefit, population dividend benefit. How to harness this? This is another dimension to make India a Viksit Bharat. The fourth dimension, I believe, is that though our GDP is increasing, worldwide it is increasing, ours is the fastest growing economy, 6.5% on an average in the last 35 years. But worldwide, we are facing the problem of environmental degradation. The human requirement of resources on the planet that has increased, resulting in degradation of the quality of soil, air, water, and this nature has become very fragile, which is not a sustainable development. So how development process is sustainable, that is also a big challenge. And this is another dimension of the problem, that how to have a sustainable development. So when I say Viksit Bharat, that means raising the standard of living or per capita income of the people and taking the country to the level of $30 trillion, removing poverty, unemployment, then social harmony, social inclusiveness, which include all sections of society, including women participation, that has to be increased, which is a worrying at present. They can contribute more by skilling them or by providing them more opportunity. So this is the context I would like to say that when we say India to be a Viksit Bharat, these things have to be taken care of. And we all know that India was Viksit right up to 1750. Our share in the world GDP was roughly it ranges between 25 to 30%, and so we had a great past, and if we look at the world history also, China got independence in 1948. Its GDP is $18 trillion. Ours is $4 trillion. So parallelly, we got independence, but it has accelerated the development, and far ahead of us. Singapore did so, very small country between 1960 to 17. South Korea, a recent example, and world largest companies are in South Korea. And Japan, after World War, the totally devastated country, they developed. So therefore, the same is the case with German, developed after World War II. So we have historically our own experience as well as experience of the other country. It shows that we can develop. We can develop as a developed nation because India has many advantages, and if we look at the our performance in recent few years, that also is very encouraging. Also, socially, economically, socially economic infrastructure has been created, which on the basis of which we are on the cusp of, you can say, being to convert into a developed nation. Like if you look at the education sector, we have almost through this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, our literacy rate is very high. We have more than 1,400 different universities, 50,000 colleges. Our GER, gross enrollment ratio, presently 28.4%, and target in the NEB is 50%. So massive expansion in higher education has taken place, be it general education, engineering, medical, paramedical. I mean, phenomenal progress has been laid down, and we are definitely moving towards a knowledge economy. We can take the benefit of this. Medical, in the field of medical, we have 156,000 Ayushman Bharat Center, which provide primary health care to the people. And we have 13.97 Anganwadi Center, which takes care of 100 crore of children to provide early child care and education. Infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, they have been significantly reduced. And our life expectancy, we all know, that is also increasing in every census. So it's a similar way, the different programs, be it in education or medical sciences, medical field, we have done reasonably well. And if you look at the indicator of HDI, Human Development Index, then per capita income is one, then education is another, and the third one is the life expectancy, which takes care of the medical side. So education, medical, per capita, this total GDP, fastest growing economy, all these trends are very positive or encouraging one. And even in the case of rural India, whether it is electricity, water, banking, road, mobile, and other different schemes, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana, Manrega, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, all these things have significantly reduced the gap between the rural and the urban. and the basic force for migration from rural to urban area of providing basic facilities in the rural area that have significantly improved. Connectivity has significantly improved in India, and and in case of, I would say, infrastructure, whether it is Aadhaar public, this digital infrastructure, I think we are at the final. We have the finest one. Uh, Mobile number of mobile 120 crore, internet user 80 crore, unified payment interface 1000 crore transactions per month. 40% of all digital transactions they are taking place through UPI. So world class, we can say, this UPI system is working. Similarly, if you look at the Aadhaar and GEM portal, government other platforms, they have significantly improved the delivery and the governance mechanism in India. Network connectivity, whether it is highway, road, this railway, and airport services, we all know that they have also significantly improved. In the last few years, I think 10 or around 10 years, the airports have gone up from 74 to 148. National highway increased 60%, and construction of railway tracks, they have it has increased from 1,452 to 5,243 kilometer per year. As far as energy is concerned, we are signatory to Paris Convention 2015, and it is a matter of pride for all of us that 40% of the energy is through non-fossil fuel, and we are much ahead of the time which was given to us to implement this, which is a very significant achievement of the Indian government. We have entered into International Solar Alliance, which significantly improved our, you can say, presence in the world. You take the case of any other field, whether it is sports, we know in all international events, our presence is being felt now. You take the case of like vaccine, we provided vaccines to 23.5 crore free of cost to 98 countries. So internationally also, the you can say people have confidence and people have respect for India. India used to be a country, and we discussed a lot about brain drain problem, that people, due to lack of opportunity, people graduated from best institute, IIM, IITs and other, they migrated abroad in search of good jobs. Now, in over a period of time, our economy has much diversified. Rather, it provides more opportunity than any other country is providing. And we have more than 100 unicorns. A culture of startups has been created, developed because of initiatives of the government, whether it is startup, Digital India, or any other such type of move, initiatives which has been taken by the government over a period of time. Similarly, we have shown significant success in frugal technology, like Chandrayaan is a classic example, through example of affordable innovation at a very fraction of the cost. We have been able to put the satellite into the orbit, which again is a very significant achievement of India. So by all these means, what I'm saying is that over a period of time, India has made significant achievement and infused the confidence in the in the people of India as well as the international community that we have the capability, we have the resources to become a Viksit Bharat or a developed nation by 2047. Maybe it is a 2047 is a symbolic number, maybe 5 years here and there, but definitely we can become a developed nation by but we need to I just would like to focus upon that 4 or 5 things which we can focus to make India a Viksit Bharat. One, we have to make use of the dynamic youth force, as I mentioned earlier, 37 youth population. We have to shift their mindset from job seeker to job provider. And my suggestion would be that how educational institutions can do it, how how these youth can be connected to the local area, local problem. Social entrepreneurship could be a way forward, whereby small enterprises they can set up and then they can contribute. And this has been in the DNA of India. India was great earlier because of this factor only, that every household they used to be the center of production, and therefore the same thing can be done now. This is one thing, how to harness youth force. Second is that to make Bharat Viksit Bharat, we have to focus on defense, which this government is rightly focusing on, that how to indigenize our defense force, how it is strong worldwide. Whosoever is strong, unless and until its defense is strong, anyone can attack, anyone can create an insecurity into the system. So therefore, defense has to be given a priority to make Bharat Viksit. And that's why I think India has gone for nuclear power, to become a nuclear power. That itself is a great sign for that. And the third is environment. We have to take care. This earlier also I discussed that how sustainable development takes place, how responsible consumption, production takes place, how we can have organic way of living, simple living. Here lies, I think, the solution to many of India's problem. The fourth point I would like to point out is science and technology. See, all the difference between developed and developing country is because of the difference of the level of science and technology. And USA is developed because of science and technology. Germany is developed because of science and technology. All other countries, they have developed because of science and technology. Therefore, science and technology has to be given a top priority. Our expenditure as a percentage of GDP is very less than 1%. But other countries, USA, Israel, South Korea, and all these countries, they are spending more than 2.5%, 3%. Israel is spending more than 4% of its GDP. And R&D is primarily in the government sector. So private sector has to come forward in science and technology. Then only innovation, creativity, all these things can happen. Another point is entrepreneurship, which I have discussed. And the last point I would like to focus upon, as I think in the earlier, the inaugural session has been, some speaker has pointed out that India has a rich value system, culture, and that culture, that value system needs to be strengthened. And only on the basis of that strong, rich culture, we can have a prosperous nation. Now, our family system, yoga, Ayurveda, all such things, respect for elders, respect for environment, all these are an integral part of Indian value and culture system. These things should be the foundation for a Viksit Bharat. We don't want to replicate the system or value system of the Western world. or the other developed countries, we want to have our own value system. Because if you look at the Western system, it largely focus on the external wealth. That is how to acquire wealth, how to have more houses, how to have more luxurious life, how to have more vehicles, how to have, I mean, more material things so that your consumption level is very high. And in this process, they have created havoc for the world. The, they have exploited the natural resources. They have created this all global warming problem, degradation problem, and all this system. But Indian system focuses on inner wealth. Inner wealth means family system. You have integrity, you respect for nature, and honesty. All such type of things. You talk about the welfare of the whole world. You are not any time struggle with anyone. So therefore, Viksit Bharat has to be based on the India's value system. Then only it would be sustainable, and then only it can provide India a sort of which we talk about Vishwa Guru, or a leading position in the world. So these are some of the thoughts I have in mind to put before. I'm very sure that each one of us will contribute to the best. And thanks for inviting me. And again, thanks and congratulations to Professor Sanjay Goelji, who is always very dynamic, keen on organizing seminar and discussing issues which are of national importance, and thus empowering youth, women, and other section of society, and thus raising the quality of education and contributing to the India being a developed nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable and insightful valedictory address. You have highlighted about the inequalities and the need of inclusive growth to achieve Viksit Bharat. You have highlighted the challenges, opportunities in front of India, and you have given suggestions also. We are deeply grateful for your enlightening valedictory address. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request guest of honor, Professor Dr. Prahlad Kumar, for sharing his insights on the present theme.
Okay, thank you. Am I audible, please?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. At the outset, I am extremely thankful to the organizers of this particular seminar on Viksit Bharat at 2047 on a very important theme, a theme which almost touches the every heart of a Bharatiya. We all wish and want Bharat to be a Viksit Bharat. I am thankful to Professor Sanjay Goelji, principal of the college, the convener of the seminar, Dr. Walia, and the members of the organizing team who have attracted hundreds of participants in this seminar. I am privileged to have Professor Rajkumar Mittalji, the former Vice Chancellor and presently member of the UGC, who has spoken brilliantly on the various issues which are critical for the development of the Indian economy. It is I would say it is my privilege to have him in this particular session as chief guest, though I had met him and interacted him few years back at Prayagraj. So after that, the seminar has given me an opportunity to see him, to know his ideas on the Viksit Bharat. Really, sir, I am thankful to you to have your particular views. I had also been able to hear some of the ideas in the inaugural session of this particular seminar. Now, I have a very random ideas on the concept of Viksit Bharat and trying to develop my ideas on this particular theme. I am really surprised and pleased to know that more than 260 participants are participating in this particular seminar, and 18 parallel sessions have been organized on this particular theme. This shows the curiosity among the researchers and the teachers and the people on this particular theme. And I must at this moment congratulate the organizers once again. As I mentioned that earlier also, in the beginning I have heard some views and also giving thought how Bharat can be a developed economy by 2047. I know and can assume also that our esteemed, eminent personalities, academicians, the economists, and other fellows have thrown various thoughts, various ideas, the challenges, the problems being faced by the Indian economy, the challenges the economy faces to become a Viksit Bharat. So I am a bit confused. What should I add to this particular thinking? But still, I will share some of my ideas, and I will start with Bhagavad Gita shlok, which we all are aware. I will try to, though in sometimes you may feel that I have not elaborated my ideas more, but due to the paucity of time, I will just point out and refer at certain points how these ideas can be related with the various, we may say, the initiatives taken by the government. Starting with Bhagavad Gita shlok in Adhyaya 2, shlok 47, we all are aware that karmarne vadh karaste ma phaleshu kadachan. Generally, we talk about of this half part of the shlok. But I think the second part, the later part, is also important. And that is Ma karma phal hetu bhurma te sangos karmani. We all know कि ये जो श्लोक है कृष्ण के द्वारा अर्जुन को युद्ध भूमि में संबोधित किया जा रहा है और मूल रूप से ये कहा जा रहा है कि तुम युद्ध में संलग्न हो बिना किसी फल के प्रति आसक्ति को रखे बिना। क्या परिणाम युद्ध का होगा इससे तुम्हारा कोई सरोकार नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए। दूसरा मेरे हिसाब से वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, द आइडियाज विच हैव बीन शेयर्ड इन द मॉर्निंग सेशन ऑल्सो, कि तुम न तो कभी अपने आप को अपने कर्मों के फलों का कारण मानो, तुम न तो कभी अपने आप को अपने कर्मों के फलों का कारण मानो, न ही कर्म करने में कभी आसक्त हो। My emphasis is on second part. हम भारत को विकसित करना चाहते हैं 2047 तक। हमने प्रातः काल में, और मुझे विश्वास है कि हम सब ने इस पर ध्यान दिया कि किस प्रकार से हम भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बना सकते हैं। जो विकसित राष्ट्र की संकल्पना है वो संकल्पना मूलतः प्रति व्यक्ति आय पे जो यूनाइटेड नेशंस जो वर्गीकरण करता है, जैसा कि प्रोफेसर मित्तल साहब ने भी जिक्र किया, हम 4 हिस्सों में देशों को बांटते हैं और भारत वर्तमान में जो है वो निम्न मध्यम आय वर्ग के अंतर्गत हमारा आता है। और जब हम अमेरिका तथा अन्य देशों की बात करते हैं तो वो उच्च आय वर्ग वाले लोग हैं। और वर्तमान समय, यद्यपि कि ये जो वर्गीकरण है हम सब इस बात से परिचित हैं कि समय के साथ बदलता रहता है, परंतु वर्तमान समय में $1026 से $4035 के मध्य के जो देश हैं वो हमारे निम्न मध्यम आय वर्ग में आते हैं, जो जहां पे प्रति व्यक्ति आय की बात हो रही है। और जो उच्च आय वाले देश हैं उनकी प्रति व्यक्ति आय $12,476 से अधिक है। ये वर्तमान समय का है और ये जो क्राइटेरिया है हमारा, इसको रिवाइज समय समय पे होता है। अब जब हमारा फोकस विकसित भारत पे होता है तो मूलतः ध्यान हमारा इस बात पे जाता है कि हम अपनी आय को 2047 तक कितना कर लेंगे। जो 2047 तक भारत की आय को जो लक्ष्य रखा गया है वो प्रति व्यक्ति आय को वो $14,000 प्रति व्यक्ति आय का लक्ष्य रखा गया है। वर्तमान में ये लक्ष्य, जैसा कि हमने कहा, वर्तमान में ये अधिकतम $4,035 तक का है और भारत की जो प्रति व्यक्ति आय वर्तमान में है वो $2,450 है। यदि हम इसको इन्हीं आंकड़ों पर विश्वास करें, थोड़े से ये फर्क हमारे हो सकते हैं कहीं कहीं पे, तो यदि हम इन्हीं आंकड़ों पर विश्वास करें तो इसको हमको $14,000 तक प्रति व्यक्ति आय पर ले जाना है। ये हमारा लक्ष्य है। आप जानते हैं इस बात को कि डॉलर और भारत के बीच में जो एक्सचेंज रेट है वो विनिमय दर हमारी बदलती रहती है और एक प्रिडिक्शन के अनुसार यदि हम वर्तमान के 10 वर्षों के बीच में एक्सचेंज रेट में चेंज देखें तो इट इज अबाउट बिटवीन 2 to 3% पर एनम। और यदि हम ये मान लें कि ये दिस विल परसिस्ट, आगे भी ऐसा ही होगा, तो लगभग $1 जो है वो बिटवीन $1 would be between $120 to $150 depending on the various factors. Naturally, what will the government policy what are the external policies, what is the global situation, but it is likely based on the presumption that exchange rate varies between 2 to 3% per annum. Now, my focus is why I have said this, quoted Bhagavad Gita, because I say that per capita income should not be the only criteria of having considered to be a developed nation. What I think is important that to achieve this target, we should have a high rate of growth, and as different estimates have projected that we should have more about between 9 to 10% compound annual growth rate, so that we can continuously throughout this period, then we can have probably achieve the our target of per capita income by 2047. We all know that if we achieve this, if we are able to achieve this target, that is the target of having compound growth rate of between 9 to 10%, that is very difficult considering the various factors. As Professor Mittal have just pointed out that during the last 30 years, our growth rate was more than 6% at the moment. So to achieve the target compound growth rate of more than 9 or between 9 to 10%, it is difficult. Otherwise also, belonging to the place of Prayagraj, the place where Professor J.K. Mehta has lived and contributed to the academics, Professor Mehta has advocated about the theory of wantlessness, and now we are concentrating on more recent idea of needonomics. We all know why I am referring to these concepts, because wantlessness, it has been considered more of a theoretical nature, and probably it is very difficult for a living person. When we try to find out the difference between want and a need, then need is very basic, that is very essential. So what should we do to achieve that target is my submission is that we should not focus on per capita income, but what is more important is the distribution of income. The distribution of income, that is the inequalities of income and wealth, should be reduced. But the income inequalities and wealth inequalities, not only in India, but in the United States, are staggering. It is not said if you become a developed nation, so there would be less inequality of income and wealth. The data suggests that in United States, it is also very high. Just to point out about the income inequality in United States, I would refer to one data that income, the richest 1% of the Americans have seen their income grow nearly 27 times faster than those of the bottom 20% between 1979 and 2021. This disparity is reflected in the fact that the top 1% of the households now hold 39% of the country's wealth. 1% of the household now hold 39% of the country's wealth, while the bottom 90% hold just 27%. And the situation in India, as per available data, is that top 1% of the population controlling 22.6% of the national income. while the bottom 50% hold just 3%. The richest 1% own 58% of the wealth, and top 10% own 80% of the wealth. My simple submission is that to be a developed nation, a Viksit Bharat, we should not concentrate only on per capita income growth. There are many other indicators. One is very important, is the distribution of income, and there should be less income and wealth inequalities if we want to have a sustainable development of the country. Now, I cut short my points and give a theoretical model under which we can identify the steps or initiatives taken by the government, because I have not mentioned one or two places, I have just indicated these are, and this will also give us where are the gaps and what should be done. Now I propose, now how can we become a Viksit Bharat? We are not talking of the a developed country. We are not talking of developed country. We are talking of Viksit Bharat. So here, it is not a that classification is not there. कि by per capita income is not there. हम विकसित किसको कहेंगे? ये हम लोग को क्राइटेरिया अपना तय करना है. हम we have to evolve this criteria, and what is necessary to how we can achieve this goal of Viksit Bharat. What I think, in my view, and I tried to focus on certain aspects कि किस प्रकार से हम विकसित भारत हो सकते हैं, उसका एक मॉडल हम संक्षेप में प्रस्तुत आपके सामने उसकी आउटलाइन कर रहे हैं केवल कि कैसे हम उसको कर सकते हैं. और उसमें at different places we have to put the schemes of the government which the government has taken. This will also show us that what are the gaps and what are the challenges ahead to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. And I propose a model which I call it CREATE model. I would say the model of development is CREATE. Naturally, CREATE means it relates to the creation. So what this CREATE means refers to me. Now I say C, create C, and C I means the conceive and craft. What do we mean by C? C means conceive and draft. What the idea behind conceive is to imagine what we have to conceive, to imagine, think of, or come up with an idea or concept. This is the creation. C means conceive. What we have to think, to imagine, think of, or come up with an idea. ये हमको conceive करना है. This is essential. Now, how it can be done? So it implies a more mental or intellectual process like brainstorming or ideation. ये ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग से और इन चीजों से एक कंसीव का जो आइडिया है वो हमारा डेवलप होगा. If we say the craft, then craft refers to means to create or make something using skill, care, and attention. To create or make something using skill, care, and attention to the details. This implies that a more manual or artisanal process like woodworking, weaving, or pottery, etc. Now, this is C, first word of the create. What is required to be a developed Bharat? Now I come to the R. And R, from my point of view, is the resource management. And R, resource management means access to the materials, tools, and equipment which are necessary for creation. And another word refers to R is the responsible governance. This is also very important. That responsible governance can promote transparency, accountability, and citizen-centric decision making. I am focusing on citizen-centric decision making. This is the responsible governance. This is the second word of the create. Sorry. Now the third word is E. For me, E refers to the experimentation, a willingness to try new approaches, take risks, and learn from the failures. This is experimentation. We should take risks, we should try new approaches, and if there is failure, we should devise this. But we must come up with the new ideas, new approaches. That is the experimentation. And the second word, because I have chosen two words for each for each letter alphabet. Second, from my point of view, is entrepreneurship. It is critical for the economic growth and development of a country. Entrepreneurs with creative ideas can start new businesses, create jobs, and stimulate innovation. Now, these are essential. Professor Mittal and earlier Professor, I think Professor Manmohan Krishna and Professor Goel, in a different sense, have also spoke about these ideas. So if we have to innovate, we have to try out how we can develop, then this is entrepreneurship. Fourth letter is A. A from I mean the artificial intelligence. Leveraging AI can drive innovation, improving efficiency, and enhance our decision making. This in today's world, it is very difficult to live without the use of AI. And we all are aware that our Prime Minister has gone to France related with this conference. And our country, Bharat, will be holding the next conference in Delhi also. And the second word relates to A is the adaptability. It refers to the ability of a country, its institutions, and its people to adjust to the changing circumstances. This is also very essential ingredient, such as the technological advancements, shifting global economic trends, and environmental challenges. Fifth letter is T, the time, which is very important. It has been given to us, 2047. This is the target, to become Bharat, a Viksit Bharat. So, adequate time to develop, refine, and iterate on the various ideas for development. This is the use of time, and we should think it properly. And again, T, which the second word T refers to the talent development. Talent development. Fostering talent development can equip citizens with the skills necessary to succeed in an increasingly complex and turmoil-stricken world. And the last word of the create is again E. And here, E I refers to the environment friendly development. Here, I refer to it by environment friendly development, which we may call the sustainable development without any adverse impact on the environment, such as on ozone layer, climate change, CFCs, and the use of renewable energy. This is also important part of this for the environment friendly approach. And the second word, which summarizes in a sense what we think of the Viksit Bharat, that is the ethical development. The Bharat, it is not based, हम विकसित करना चाहते हैं भारत को, तो केवल हम आय के आधार पर ना करें, प्रति व्यक्ति आय के आधार पर ना करें, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम को हम ध्यान में रखें, हम उच्च विकास दर को ध्यान न दें, हम इस बात पर ध्यान दें कि किस प्रकार से भारत का विकास एक गुणवत्तापूर्ण विकास हमारा हो सकता है। हम एक नैतिक और जो जिसको कहेंगे कि एक कल्चरल ड्राइविंग जो इकोनॉमी है उसके ऊपर जो है वो हमको अपना विकास करना है। हमको अपनी मॉरल वैल्यूज को कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करना है। जो हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति रही है, जो भारत में विकास का आईकेएस इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम की जो बात है, उसके जो कंसेप्ट हैं उसको ध्यान में, उसमें हमारे विकास के लगभग सभी मूल तत्व उसमें समाहित हैं इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम को, जिसको कि हम लोग भूल गए हैं और वर्तमान में अब हम उसको रिवाइव करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। तो इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम के तत्वों को ग्रहण करते हुए हमको भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाना है, ये हमारा उद्देश्य है। दैट इज द एथिकल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ए कंट्री। यदि जब हम इस प्रकार से भारत का विकास करेंगे तो वो विकसित भारत न केवल अपने देश के व्यक्तियों के हित में काम करेगा, अपितु जो हमारी संस्कृति का हिस्सा है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, इससे विश्व के सभी देशों का, सभी व्यक्तियों का समान रूप से पोषणीय विकास होगा, संधारणीय विकास हमारा होगा। तो हमारा फोकस जो है वो उच्च विकास दर पे नहीं होना चाहिए। हमारा फोकस जो है वो प्रति व्यक्ति आय को जो वर्तमान समय में जो कंसेप्ट है डेवलप नेशन का, उससे अलग हटकर भारत को अपना सोचना चाहिए और उस प्रकार से हमको अपना भारत को विकसित करना चाहिए। उसके लिए जिन तत्वों की हमको आवश्यकता है, बहुत सारे विचार इसमें व्यक्त किए गए हैं और अलग अलग तरीके से उसको कहा है। मैंने उसको एक अलग तरीके से एक पिरोने का काम कोशिश मैंने प्रयास किया है। इसमें आप लोगों के जो भी सुझाव होंगे वो उसको मैं आमंत्रित करता हूं। पर इन तत्वों को हमको अपनी विकास की नीति में हमको समाहित करना है। दिस इज ऐसा मेरा सोचना इस विषय में है। समय की सीमा को ध्यान में रखते हुए मैं अपनी बात को यहीं पे विराम देना चाहता हूं और पुनः प्रोफेसर मित्तल जी का उनको सामने देखकर और कई लोगों को सामने देखकर मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। एक व्यक्तिगत आमने सामने बैठ के एक फीलिंग तो कम से कम हमको आ रही है कि हम लोग आमने सामने हैं, भले ही उस रूप में बात नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। और मैं इस बात को और अच्छा लगता, मैं तो अधिकतर कोशिश करता हूं कि हम संवाद के रूप में, वार्ता के रूप में बात करें। हम कोई ऐसी नई बात आपको नहीं बता रहे हैं, हम सबको नहीं बता रहे हैं। हमारे सभी साथी लोग जो हैं बहुत ही विद्वान हैं और जो यंग माइंड हैं, वो फोकस हमारे सोच का वही है कि किस प्रकार से हम अपने युवा लोगों को, जो युवा शक्ति है, उसके विचारों को कार्यान्वित करें और उनके विचारों को किस प्रकार से नए विचार उनको आए और नए विचारों से किस प्रकार से हम अधिक विकसित हो सकते हैं, उस पर हम अपना ध्यान करें और भारत को एक विकसित, समृद्ध और शक्तिशाली राष्ट्र के रूप में पुनर्स्थापित करें तथा उसको विश्व गुरु और विश्व गुरु के उस पुराने महत्व को अर्जित करने में हम सब अपना अपना योगदान करें। इन शब्दों के साथ मैं पुनः प्राचार्य प्रोफेसर वालिया, प्रोफेसर मित्तल जी और अन्य सभी विद्वान लोगों का हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे अपने कुछ रैंडम थॉट्स को आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करने का अवसर प्रदान किया। मैं पुनः हृदय से आप सबका आभारी हूं। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। Thank you very much sir for your knowledgeable deliberation on the present theme Viksit Bharat. You have added valuable inputs in the seminar. Thank you for your best wishes and joining us. Thank you very much sir. Now we move towards feedback. Without feedback, no program is complete. So I request all the participants, first of all, kindly switch on your camera so we can see you. And anyone who want to give feedback can unmute their mics and give their feedback on the seminar. आप में से जो भी फीडबैक देना चाहे अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके अपनी फीडबैक दे सकते हैं।
Very
good evening
session.
to one and all. Myself, Dr. Narendra. Hello.
हाँ जी सर, please continue. You are audible.
Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay. So myself, Dr. Narendra from Central University of Rajasthan. I would like to thank to all the organizers, especially Professor Sanjay Goyal sir, Professor Dr. Suraj Walia sir, Dr. Ritu Walia ji, and all the eminent speakers of all the sessions, all the participants. The organization of this national seminar is extremely very nice. Throughout the day, all the sessions were on the track. In a limit of the time, all the speakers completed their talks. All the participants also presented their paper in a limited time. And the moderators were also doing a very nice job. When we registered ourselves for this seminar on Google Form, so there was a technical error for me, and immediately the organizers, especially Dr. Ritu Walia ma'am, supported me a lot, and she cooperated me and got the registration details through mail. So it was really very nice cooperation. So I would like to thank to be the part of this national seminar. It was very nicely planned and completed, organized. I thank once again to one and all who contributed to make this event a grand success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Narendra Kumar. Dr. Suman Sidhu ma'am.
Yes, Ritu ma'am. First of all, I want to congratulate the college and especially the seminar team, because the seminar was very, very well organized, and each and every session was very much informative. I think जो सब कुछ हम लोगों ने सुना वो इतना अच्छा था कि सेमिनार की थीम को पूरी तरह से आप लोगों ने एक सेमिनार की थीम आई थिंक जैसे स्पीकर्स को दी होगी, उन्होंने उसी लाइन पे पूरी तरह से इस सेमिनार को वो लेके चले हैं। एंड आई होप इन फ्यूचर भी इसी तरह का सेमिनार जो है ऑर्गेनाइज्ड होता रहे। सो कांग्रेचुलेशन टू द होल टीम।
Thank you, Dr. Suman Sidhu. Next, anyone who want to speak, kindly unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Rashmi Kumar from ARSD College, Delhi University. I really enjoyed this informative session, and it was very wide coverage, and it was very informative as well. And we are able to hear big speakers like Sir Professor Manmohan Krishna, Madan Mohan Goel, and everyone. So our knowledge is also upgraded. I am from Department of Economics. Thank you so much. Many congratulations to the principal and the whole team convener this seminar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rashmi Kumar ma'am.
Dear ma'am, there was a query about the attendance link and the feedback link.
Ma'am, that will be shared very soon. Anyone who want to give feedback, then we will move on next step.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Deepa Singh.
Hello,
I am
ma'am.
from Madhya Pradesh. The theme of the seminar was so convincing that I got registered for this particular seminar, and it was very well organized. You all have definitely have worked very hard. The parallel session, the way you managed parallel session was wonderful. Thank you, all the organizer and your team members, for giving us opportunity to share our views through our research paper. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Deepa Singh. I think Dr. Ravinder Pal want to say something.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Thank you for conducting such a wonderful seminar. I have a lot of online seminars, but the way Dr. Walia has organized is amazing. इस ग्रैंड लेवल पे 18 टेक्निकल सेशन साइमल्टेनियसली चलाना बहुत ही सर मैडम बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, और शुभकामनाएं मेरी ओर से आगे के सेमिनार के लिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू. आप सभी की फीडबैक हमें मोटिवेट करती है कि हम आगे भी इसी तरह से सेमिनार ऑर्गेनाइज करवाते रहें. तो नाउ इन द लास्ट आई रिक्वेस्ट डॉक्टर गीता गोयल, member organizing team and associate professor, Department of English, to present a formal vote of thanks.
कर दिया आई.
Yes, Geeta ma'am. Please deliver the vote of thanks.
Is it okay? Good evening, everyone. On behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Geeta Goyal, deem it as my duty and privilege.
Yes, Geeta ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please deliver the vote of thanks.
Yes, I am doing it. I am doing my duty. So good evening, everyone. On behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Geeta Goyal, deem it as my duty and privilege to extend a formal vote of thanks to each and everyone who has contributed to the successful organization of today's national seminar on Viksit Bharat at 2047. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the keynote speaker of the inaugural session, Professor Manmohan Krishna, Niti Aayog Chairperson and Department of Economics, University of Allahabad. I express my deepest gratitude to Professor Madan Mohan Goyal, former Vice Chancellor, StarX University, Gurgaon, for delivering the chief guest address. I am extremely thankful to the speakers of the plenary session, Professor Ritu Narang, Department of Business Administration, University of Lucknow, Dr. Ashwani, Chairperson, Department of Economics, Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar, and Professor Suman Kumar, Department of Political Science, University of Delhi, for sharing their profound knowledge and insightful perspectives with all the participants. We are extremely thankful to the honorable speakers of today's valedictory session, Professor Rajkumar Mittal, former Vice Chancellor, Chaudhry Bansi Lal University, Bhiwani, and honorable speaker, Professor Prahlad Kumar, former Dean, Department of Commerce, University of Allahabad, Prayagraj, for sharing their profound knowledge and insightful perspectives. Your valuable insights will definitely be the guiding force for all the teachers, researchers, and students present here. I am deeply thankful to the President, Governing Body, and RVS of our college, Shri Ashwani Ji Shorewala, and Principal Dr. Sanjay Goyal, for providing all the essential support, guidance, and encouragement in organizing the seminar. My thanks are due to the Director General Higher Education for their approval for the seminar. My special thanks for Mr. Manohar Manoj, Editor-in-Chief, Economy India, for his support in bringing out a special issue related to the seminar. I would like to extend a special vote of thanks to all the colleagues who have chaired and co-chaired the technical sessions, and of course to the paper presenters and participants for their active participation, discussion, and thought-provoking questions that definitely created a vibrant learning environment and made the seminar meaningful in true sense. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the initiative taken by our convener, Dr. Suraj Walia, co-convener, Dr. Ritu Walia, and the tireless effort of the organizing committee. Their meticulous planning and dedication ensured the smooth running of the seminar. I also extend my thanks to the technical team, volunteers, teaching and non-teaching staff, and everyone behind the scene who has played a crucial role for the successful event. As we move forward, let us carry the spirit of this seminar with us. Let us work collaboratively to create a future where every individual works for the growth of our country and explore innovative practices for achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Thank you once again for being a part of this extraordinary event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now we all will stand up at our places for national anthem. थैंक यू एवरीवन। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अटेंडेंस और फीडबैक लिंक दोनों ही चैट बॉक्स में डाल दिए गए हैं। कुछ ही दिनों में हम बहुत ही जल्द आपके साथ गूगल शीट एक शेयर करेंगे जिसमें आपकी क्रेडेंशियल होंगी और आफ्टर वेरिफिकेशन वी विल इशू ऑल द सर्टिफिकेट्स। थैंक यू वेरी मच एवरीवन, यू कैन लीव द मीटिंग।
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.